Hello and welcome to this week's video. I'm going to be talking about 3 qualities that I needed in my working life that I also need in my retirement and moving forward into boat life. My name's Marianne and I am a part-time boater. During my working life, I needed 3 qualities: adaptability, flexibility, and a lot of patience. The adaptability I needed because when I set my timetable up during the school holidays, I was fully prepared that when I came into school, I would have to make changes to that. It worked both ways. The school were also very adaptable if I needed to make changes. But on a week-by-week basis, I would go into school and find out what was happening in that half term and need to add them into my timetables. Regarding flexibility, I'd go into school each week, and each day I would go to collect a child. You could almost guarantee that one of those children or one of those groups of children were not free to come to the lesson because of things that they needed to do in class, and therefore I had to make changes to my timetable on the spot. I didn't really mind these things. I prided myself on being adaptable and flexible, but it was a consistent thing throughout my working life that these qualities were very important. The third thing is patience. When working with children in a school, you have to be patient with them. Children would come to me not in the right frame of mind to do the tasks that I was asking them to do or to learn an instrument. So I would have to use my years of musical teaching experience to persuade them, to encourage them, and basically turn them around within the half hour that I had them so that they would achieve some goals and benefit from the lesson. Those same 3 qualities I've had to carry over into retirement. But this time, it's not to do necessarily with timetables, but plans. So adapting to change that life throws at you. For instance, we were planning on cruising north and getting onto the River Ouse, just like last year, funnily enough. That didn't go to plan, and neither is this year. Due to a series of appointments that might be coming up with Peter at his doctor's surgery, he's turning the boat around and he's heading south. That's beneficial to me because it means it'll be nearer for me to get on the boat. But it does mean a change of plan. Now, flexibility. We're waiting for phone calls, doctor's appointments, things like that. And you have to be flexible to say, okay, I can make this date, or I'll make an effort to make this date, but I can't make that one. So I think you're all familiar with that scenario, but that's the situation that we're in currently. Now, patience. We are patients of different surgeries, that's for sure, but we also have to be patient for return of calls from marinas when we're trying to plan ahead, and various river authorities, canal and river authorities, because we have a change of route and we have to know that the boat can get down to where it needs to be in the south. So where does that leave us? Well, I still have to get my house in order. I don't feel I can leave the house with my children living in there comfortably if I haven't decreased my clutter. Back in January, I did a video about this, about the plans that I had. The whole of the last 9 months has come, it's gone. I've been working, I've not been working, I've been traveling. Summer's been great, I've had lots of travel opportunities, but the house has taken a back seat. All my traveling is done now until November. So I have got the month of October to focus and knuckle down and get rid of things. That's what I'm working on currently. Are you familiar with this situation? So there are things here in my home that need my attention. So I can't just walk away to be with Peter on the boat, much as I would love to. I am planning on spending some time with him on the boat, bringing it south, but I'll have to really check my diary because there are a lot of things coming up and I don't have a fantastic amount of time in between these things that I can just leave home. The health issues I've mentioned, it's not just Peter that has health issues. He's had his knees x-rayed and we're waiting to hear back from the results of that. I've got my own set of health issues to do with diabetes. I'm waiting to hear back to see whether or not I have diabetes. In the meantime, I'm making moves to reduce the carbohydrates that I'm eating to try and stave that off as long as possible, though I suspect it might be too late, but I'm waiting to see. I've also had my leg that was injured in the accident 3 years ago. It got really swollen on one of my last set of travels where we were in Spain, and the heat just made it swell up. So when I came back, they wanted to check for a DVT. Thankfully, I don't have it, but I'm now having a few dizzy spells, which I will think I need to get checked out. I've suffered in the past with biopositional vertigo, BPV, and I will probably need to get that checked out and see if there's any medication that I need for that. So all these things are keeping me housebound. I should say landbound rather than housebound, but landbound, yeah. So there's 3 months of the year left. I'm really doubtful that I'm going to be able to get onto the boat for huge extended periods as I anticipated and wanted, until a lot of the stuff is sorted out, but I'll keep you posted. I've just mentioned my travels, and the last, I think, 5 or 6 weeks videos have all been about my visit to my daughter and son-in-law in Glasgow. I really enjoyed that trip, and I hope you've enjoyed those videos. I also have made a trip to Lourdes for a week, but more recently, a very happy occasion took me to my sister's in Spain, where my niece was getting married. So we celebrated the wedding on the Saturday, and we stayed in a property that was very comfortable, and we saw my sister and all her family a lot in that week that we were there. So traveling has been huge this year, more so than most others. And of course, earlier in the year I was on a cruise with my youngest daughter, and that was to Spain also, into the Mediterranean. So 2024, a year of travel, wow. I would not have expected it at the start of the year, I tell you that much. Going forward, I've got another bout of travel coming on. It's another cruise with my youngest daughter, and that is in November. So my time at home is going to be packed with decluttering. Hopefully I can focus on those things now. I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel and to watching my videos and to commenting if you have. If you haven't commented, please feel free to do so. I really like engaging with my viewers and finding out what you think and what you're doing. I've had a few new subscribers this last month or two. I want to say thank you to them for subscribing. And I also want to say that if you subscribed during my Glasgow videos, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But the title of my channel is Part-Time Boater, because guess what? I'm on a narrowboat part-time. So I hope you will check back through my videos and see that it's the sort of thing that you would like to watch. I hope it is, and I hope that you will stay subscribed, because going forward there will be more videos from the canal. So thank you to all my subscribers, old and new. Thank you for commenting, engaging with me, following me. And until next week and next week's video, and who knows where I'll be or what I'll be doing by then, but I'll keep you posted.